Okay, let's look at 7.2 number 5, which asks us to go back to example 2.4 in our text. So it asks us to use algebra, so the first thing that we need to do is assign our variables. So I am going to let x equal the number of stamps Sam has, and we will let L equal the number of stamps Lisa has. Okay, and so then it says to us that the original relationship of x to L is 3 to 7. Normally I'd use S, but I don't like S when I'm writing on this because my S and my 5s, it's so hard to make them look different. Okay, so that's why I'm using X. But the variables don't really matter as long as I have assigned them up above. Okay, so then it says Sam gives 1/6 of his stamps to Lisa. So 3 minus 1/6. Actually, sorry, let me do that again. We don't know how many stamps he has. We just know that his relationship is 3 to 7. So Sam has x minus 1/6 of his stamps is in the relationship of Lisa plus 1/6 of Sam's stamps. Okay, so we have that relationship now. Okay, so let's see if we can do some substitution or some simplification here. Because the question is asking us, what will the ratio of the number of Sam stamps to Lisa? So we're looking for this new ratio. This is what we're looking for. So x minus 1/6, so this is 1x. So 1 minus 1/6 is 5/6. And in the denominator here, we have two different variables going on, so I want to see if I can get them all in terms of x. So if I do this, let's see, if I would multiply this, both sides by L, I would get x equals 3/7 L. And I'm trying to solve for L, so L equals 7/3 x. So now I have 7/3 x plus 1/6 x in the denominator. Okay, so I just did some algebra here. Over here, I multiplied by the reciprocal, so I multiplied by 7/3, so that cancels out. Okay, so now we have 5/6 x equals 7/3 x, or over 7/3 x plus 1/6 x. So this is very algebraic in nature. So we want to go ahead and get a common denominator here in the bottom. So 7/3 would be 7/3 times 2 over 2 would let me have 1/6. So that would be 14/6 plus 1/6 is 15/6. So I have 5/6x in the numerator and 15/6x in the denominator. Now, x divided by x is just 1. So now I really have 5/6 divided by 15/6. And we have learned that when we divide fractions, we can take the second fraction and multiply. So I have 1/3. So 1/3 is my answer, so my new ratio is in the relationship of 1 to 3. Okay, so the algebra there is pretty difficult. Doing these compound fractions like that is pretty difficult. But that is what they were thinking, I believe.